Well, if I had $1 for every time A$AP Rocky got out of legal troubles, I wouldn't even have a fraction of how much he makes to pay the lawyers.
Damn.
So, if you haven't heard, A$AP Rocky was facing 24 years, but by God's grace and Relly's inconsistency, he was found not guilty in only like 3 weeks. But wait, who's A$AP Rocky? But before that, who's the one talking right now? It's me, Just Jerry, the only YouTuber who pleasures his kneecaps to Rihanna feet pictures. Speaking of Rihanna feet pics, A$AP Rocky is a free man. Wait, I never answered the question from before. Who is A$AP Rocky? A$AP Rocky is an artist / actor from New York. He came up with his friends, starting up the A$AP Mob, which features other people you've probably heard of, like A$AP Ferg or A$AP Bari. Then, those that you've never heard of like A$AP Relly, but we'll get back to him later. Having a consistent career with dropping music, he dropped classics like Long Live A$AP, At Long Last A$AP, pretty dope music. You get it? Dope. The movie. He's an actor too. I don't know if I mentioned that. Damn, this is awkward. Please subscribe. As I said, he's now a free man. Well, he wasn't locked up, it just sounded better to say. But how did he end up in the situation? So it all started with this one guy who was part of the A$AP Mob, A$AP Relly, the man I mentioned from earlier. A$AP Relly is a part of the A$AP Collective, doing music and fashion. But if I'm being honest, no one has ever thought of A$AP Relly's music or fashion. But that's just me hating.
Damn.
So, to make a longer story somewhat around 6 minutes, Relly said Rocky not only beat him up, but he also pointed a Second Amendment tool at him and then grazed him, leaving him with minor injuries.
Rapper A$AP Rocky was arrested this morning at LAX. This is in connection to a shooting investigation in Hollywood. The shooting happened in November of 2021 after an argument between Rocky and the victim, who police say Rocky knew. The rapper allegedly fired shots at that victim with a handgun and then took off with 2 other men. The victim was allegedly grazed by those bullets on the hand. According to TMZ, police just wrapped a search of Rocky's house and left with a box of potential evidence. Rocky is currently dating Rihanna, and the two are expecting their first child.
And this sounds like a case closed type of situation. You know, lock his black ass up. Wait, it's Black History Month. My bad. Lock his ass up. Yep, that's better. Where was I? Oh yeah. So with that being said, it wasn't looking good for A$AP Rocky. Blogs were posting about it. YouTubers who think they're better than me were talking about it. He was looking cooked. But Rocky beat the case, and it's all thanks to Relly and his horrible lying problem. Now, Relly said A$AP Rocky not only beat and threatened him, but he grazed him as well. You're probably thinking, it's America. Everyone has tools. And yes, to an extent, that's true. But this case took place in LA, and if you know anything about LA or California as a state, then you know that they have some of the most strict Second Amendment tool laws. So, with Relly being a nerf-for-nothing victim, you'd think he'd report it as soon as it happened, but Relly decided to not only report it until later, but went back to the crime scene to collect the bullet casings for evidence.
So last week, after being on the stand for a few days, Efron made a bombshell admission. He essentially revealed that he had been at a gun range in Los Angeles just 2 weeks before the alleged incident with Rocky. Now, earlier in the trial, the defense played a video showing him firing a gun at a gun range on October 19, 2021, which he claimed was filmed in New Jersey. But when he returned to the stand on Wednesday, he seemed to change his story, admitting that after revisiting his Instagram archive, he realized that the video was actually filmed at the Los Angeles Gun Club. Now, that change in testimony raised even more questions about his credibility, also for the guy who allegedly found the 9mm casings at the crime scene, something to be thinking about. But Efron had originally stated that he was on a business trip to California and returned to the East Coast before traveling back to Los Angeles in the days leading up to the confrontation with Rocky. But when he was questioned about why he had to revisit his Instagram archive to know what was really going on, this is when he became increasingly defensive.
Is that not weird? Who gets shot or grazed and just goes home like nothing happened? And I don't know about you, but this smells like cap. If my friend shot me, not only am I snitching, but I'm going to his BM to tell her that my dick is bigger, just solely off of principle.
Is this nigga serious?
But Relly got on the stand, testified falsely, and still lost. So if there's one thing or I guess Relly learned, is that we need to stop putting A$AP Rocky against the legal system. He beat the case in Sweden, he beat the case in LA. Is there anything that can stop this man? Well, besides dropping his album.
Damn.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just a man who eats crayon flavored chips, and that's all I gotta say about this. But what do you think about A$AP's situation? Do you think he's guilty? Should they lock his black ass up for not wifing up Rihanna? Will I ever get monetized? Maybe you got the answer, so comment something. Or you don't. I don't know. You might be dumb. So don't be dumb. You get it? Rocky, please drop.